This is Michael Jones with Horror Society and Slit of the Wrist Effects. Today we're in Greensboro, North Carolina with Tyler Main. Of course, you should know Tyler from X-Men and Rob Zombie's Halloween, but now he's done his own film called Compound Fracture. Tyler, welcome to North Carolina.
Hey, it's good to be here, man. We're in the Carolina Theater in Greensboro, and it is haunted, and we're here for a ghost story, my man.
In 2010, you and Renee started Main Entertainment. What led to you guys opening your own production company, and how would you say it has helped you with the development and the resulting tour for the film?
Yeah, you know, we were in, it's kind of funny how I always wanted to do my own production company. And we were in Rob Zombie's backyard after The Devil's Rejects, and Leslie Easterbrook said, hey, you guys should do your own stuff, because Renee's background as an editor-in-chief for Top Cow Comics and now Radical, you know, the Radical after that. So we decided to do our own stuff, and here we are with Compound Fracture, our first film, that took a year and a half to write, 4 page-one rewrites, but Renee finally got it the way she wanted it, and here we are.
Now, both of you pulled the dreaded triple hat of acting, writing, and producing for the film.
Yes.
How much different was it for you guys wearing all 3 hats for the production, and was there ever any consideration to either of you directing the film?
Directing, no. Eventually, I think we'd both like to take a shot at directing, but you know, we're both kind of control freaks, and it was kind of good to be able to have that control to develop the story, to then produce it, act in it, and then be in charge of all the post-production, where, you know, I called a lot of my top-level friends, so this little indie picture has a lot of top players in it. You know, I called Tyler Bates and said, hey, can you help me out with the score? And he was like, sure, man. And him and one of his guys did the score. He did 300 Watchmen, the Halloween movies. For the post sound, we called buddy of mine Perry at Ear Candy Post, and Ear Candy came on, and they ran the most tracks ever. We got 186 tracks on this movie, and you know, they did Rambo, Red State, Juno, the Halloween movies. So we've got a lot of top level people on board.
Well, speaking of that, between you as Michael Meyers, Derek Meyers as Jason, and Muse Watson as Ben Willis, the star power and iconic history in this film is amazing. How did you guys come to get the cast together, and were they always your first choices to fill the roles?
Yeah, you know, I mean, like, I've always wanted, I've known Derek. Derek and I have been buddies for years, and I've always wanted to work with Derek. And the opportunity arose, and we said, hey, we were, you know, drinking at the house one day, and I said, hey, man, how'd you like to fight me? And he goes, sure, I'd love to. And I said, in a movie. And he goes, oh, man. I said, you said yes. So that's how I got Derek on board. And, you know, we called Leslie because, you know, she's the one that's kind of responsible for us starting our own company. And we saw Muse Watson and needed him to be on board, you know, for the 3 iconic serial killers. And then we called, you know, Todd Farmer's in it, Daniel Roebuck. I basically called my hit list and said, hey guys, come play.
Now be honest with me, when you were face to face with Derek, did the thought of Michael versus Jason ever cross your mind? And do you ever see it as a possibility?
I don't ever see that movie ever being made, because you got 2 different franchises. But you know, it was just fun to work with Derek, and in the VIP show, you know, we talk about it and talk about how we got to play together and have fun together. And you know, he's a true professional, and we just had fun doing the fights.
Now, as one of the writers of the film, can you tell us a bit about how the story of Compound Fracture came to be? And what ideas did you guys throw around to set the story and characters apart from genre norm?
Yeah, you know, we heard about this guy who had amassed a compound because he was trying to keep his home safe because somebody was threatening to get on his property. So it's all this high-tech equipment, hence compound, the compound fracture. And then we wanted to add to it, so we added in a murder-suicide, supernatural elements, and that's how we came up with Compound Fracture.
Nice, nice. Now, Compound Fracture is not the first film that you and Renee have worked on. You guys were in Halloween 2 together. In a film like Compound Fracture, where you guys wrote, acted, and produced it together, do you find it easier to work with one another, or was it more stressing than just playing singular roles?
No, I mean, I loved working on Compound Fracture. It's the most fun that I had in my entire career. And it's because I had that control and the ability to work with that. And working with Renee was just fantastic to be able to work with Renee. But she got a little picky about some of her lines and me not delivering the way she wanted them.
Now, most films with the cast that Compound Fracture has would have large name studios jumping all over it for distribution. Was there any interest from larger studios, or was the 70-city tour approach what you guys envisioned from the beginning?
It came about, I was like, we should do 20 cities. We have distribution that are wanting it, but I wanted to get back to the fans, because without the fans, I don't get to do what I want to do, and to have fun and play and create. So I started saying, let's do a 20-city tour, and then we went to 30, and then 50, and then I said, let's do 70 cities. I don't know what I was thinking now, but we're having a lot of fun going out and meeting all the fans, talking to them. And it's, like I say, it's something that I wanted to give back to the fans. So we created the VIP experience, where the VIPs come out. We do a pre-screening of us all talking, the actors talking directly to the VIPs. We show a few bloopers. Then we show the movie, and we do a Q&A afterwards. And we also created a drawing for the VIPs where there are 8 different grand prizes. We are giving away props from the movie. We are giving away screen-worn clothing from the movie. We are giving away a complete Affliction outfit, because Affliction is sponsoring our tour for us. But the big ones are, we are giving away a walk-on role to our next movie, Penance Lane, where one lucky winner will have a chance to come play with me and get killed by me in the movie.
See, that's just fantastic.
Yes, and it even gets better. Also, one lucky fan will win one of my Michael Meyers Halloween screen-worn jumpsuits. So what we're doing is, from every city, we're picking one winner, going into the grand drawing, and out of those 70 people, 8 people will be winning those prizes.
Outstanding, outstanding. Now, your director, Anthony J. Rickard Epstein?
Yeah, A.J. Rickard Epstein, yeah.
He's had a slew of positions in the film industry dating back to 2006. What led you to choosing him as your director, and what do you feel he brought to the film as the director that no one else could have?
I worked with him on a music video. I liked the way he shot. I'd watched some of the stuff that he did, and I wanted to give him a shot at directing, and he did a great job for us.
Okay. Now, you've played iconic roles in horror and comic history, giving you a very wide following and a huge amount of respect from fans everywhere. Looking back on it all now, are you surprised by the attention you guys get everywhere? And now that you own your own company, what is the next step for you guys?
Well, we have about 6 or 7 other projects that are in the works, and once we finish the tour, we're going right into Penance Lane. We're here in Greensboro in North Carolina. We're looking at locations, thinking about possibly shooting in North Carolina. And then we have other projects lined up after that in various different stages of development. So.
Nice. All right, now I have to bring it up because I'm a huge wrestling fan. You were, of course, a pro wrestler for several years before becoming an actor. In your early days in WCW, you were the bodyguard for Woman, and you later teamed with Vinny Vegas, a.k.a. Kevin Nash. You became the only UWF MGM Grand Champion, defeating Steve Ray to win the vacant title. Do you miss your pro wrestling days, and do you feel like they have helped you in your film career?
They have definitely helped me in my film career. It was all a stepping stone. taught me how to, work and do the fight scenes, along with my martial arts training, it was a great part of my life. I wrestled professionally for 11 and a half years, and like I said, it was a stepping stone to get me to where I am now when I have my own production company and doing my own pictures.
See, Rock, we love you, but you weren't the first. This is the question that got sent to me the most by other people.
All right.
Will we ever see you play Michael Myers again? And if not, what other iconic horror character would you like to try and portray?
Yeah, if they come up with a great script and ask me to do it, I would love to don the suit again. I just don't know what I would have to do to raise the stakes that I did from 1 to 2.
Right.
I don't know what I'd have to do, but yeah, I'd love to give it another shot.
Well, we here at Horror Society and the people of North Carolina appreciate your time so much. Final question. What else would you like to tell everyone about Compound Fracture, and what would you like to say to all of your fans out there?
All my fans, thank you so much, because without you guys, I wouldn't have a job and be able to do what I love to do. As far as Compound Fracture, please come out and support. We're going to be adding cities to the tour, so check it out. Come out, check it out. We are indie, and we're doing a lot of this ourselves, so all the support we can get, we appreciate, and we're having a blast doing it. And we're coming to these 70 cities. Come out, say hi to my wife and I, and let's have some fun.
Thank you so much, Tyler. And from the Dead Man and Horse Society, rest in peace.
Thank you.